should stand for the national anthem. My name is Gunnar Reiss, and today I'm going to try to persuade you to stand for the national anthem. One, by teaching you some history of the national anthem, why you should stand for it and why people still don't stand for it, and some sports history of the anthem. So, can anyone tell me who this is? Can you name one of the songs?
Lose Yourself, Rap God.
There you go. So, can someone tell me who this is? Any songs?
Burn.
So, I bet none of you can tell me who this is. Anyone? John? What's his name?
No idea.
Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key was born in 1780. He was a young lawyer who lived in Georgetown. He was a prisoner during the War of 1812. On the morning of September 13th of 1814, he waited anxiously in the darkness until the sun arose and he saw the general's flag blowing in the breeze. Since he was an amateur poet, the flag flying inspired him to begin writing down his thoughts. John Stafford Smith took Key's words and composed them into a song, and on March 3rd, 1931, the national anthem became our national anthem. So, why do we stand for the flag? It's to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, and more than 1.2 million Americans have died for us. It focuses on what unites us, but not what divides us. With slight shades of difference, we have the same religion, manners, habits, political principles, according to our first president, George Washington. We honor the fact that we have had 45 presidents, and the flag represents a government divided by 50 states, instead of a lifelong key. We stand for justice, not past or present justice. That's why Congress gave the color blue in 1782. It stands for vigilance, perseverance, and justice. We stand not just for us, but for our future generations. The white in the flag symbolizes innocence of our children. So, why some people feel it's okay not to stand? When one believes that the U.S. is not living up to ideals of freedom, liberty, and justice for all, they are really just showing disrespect for the flag and the members of the armed forces. Colin Kaepernick is one of, many of you probably know. He thinks that the U.S. oppresses black people and people of color. Another famous sports figure, Drew Brees, supports his message but disagrees in his delivery. You're sitting down disrespecting the flag that has given you the freedom of speech, while others feel he can't be too oppressive because he's making $126 million per year. When national figures like pro athletes refuse to stand, it shocks people to pay attention about the flag, and it generates conversation. And it's really counterproductive way to promote a cause. Not standing for the flag is a legal form of protest, and which is a First Amendment right, and it really angers many people in the United States. So, some history behind sporting events. The earliest playing of the national anthem was the opening of Union Grounds Park in Brooklyn of May 15, 1862. The first documented playing of the national anthem on opening day of baseball was April 22nd, 1897. And the first ever World Series that they played the national anthem would be 1918. And it was during World War I, and the mood was very sad and anxious, and they played the national anthem during the 7th inning stretch, and that kind of bring everyone's spirits up because, I mean, who doesn't want to get up for the national anthem? The playing of the national anthem has been universal in baseball since 1942 at the start of World War I. So football. So the singing of the national anthem before NFL football games has been here for decades. Some players in 2009 remained in the locker room while the national anthem was sung, and timing concerns on TV networks. After 2009, players in primetime games have been on fields during the national anthem. Players are strongly encouraged to stand, but are not required for the national anthem. Some more anthem protests. In 1968, U.S. Olympic athlete Tommy Smith and John Carlos raised a fist for Black Power and salute. On March 1966, the NBA suspended Denver Nuggets player for not standing. in an article written by Rosamund Crown, American belongs to us, and standing up for the flag is just something that we've done for years. So if you don't stand for the flag, you don't stand for America, and you shouldn't be here. So in conclusion, the flag unites us, not divides us. So when I see you standing at when I see you at a sporting event or any sort of competition or something that has a national anthem, I should see you standing for it. It's just the American thing to do, and today I've tried to persuade you to stand for the national anthem by showing you some demographics of it, some history, and some sports figures and sports history about the flag. Thank you.